Stephen Speak, Extra Speak. A little more of everything and nothing. Don't forget to subscribe. Hello, welcome to Stephen Speak, Extra Speak. On this episode, I'm going to be talking about film and cinema, and the first film I recall seeing in the cinema. I love going to the cinema. I think it's an underrated experience for most people. I think, unfortunately, I think the price of it and you know, the price of, you know, the food and stuff when you get there, they're a bit funny about taking your own stuff in, and you know, by the time you've bought a ticket for you and a friend, or you know, you and your partner or your kids, and then food as well, I mean, you're talking 50, 60, 70 quid just to go and watch a film, which is ridiculous. You know what I mean? I understand supporting arts and whatnot, but I think, you know, sticking their arm in. That's what I loved going to Ireland for, that, you see, because Ireland still have that concept of, you know what, we're going to keep the price down so people actually turn up. You can go see a film in Ireland for £5, and then you can get like a bargain bucket of food for like £4, like a drink, sweets, and popcorn. So like it costs you £9 each. You go see a film where I live, and you're probably talking £10.50 to get in before you've even done anything. And then there are arseholes about taking food in. Anyway, it's not a rant about that. It's about film. First film I ever remember going seeing was a film called Oliver and Company, and it's a Disney film. It's an animated Disney film, and it's about a cat that lives in an affluent house, and I think the little girl rescues it because it's like the last orphaned cat at like a pet store, and it finds its way to her house, and she kind of takes it in and calls it Oliver, so Oliver and Company. And then it's been ages since I've seen it, but anyway, there's a gang of dogs, and the cat gets away. I think someone kidnaps it. I'm not really selling this very well. It's a brilliant film though, and basically Billy Joel does the music for it, and that's what introduced me to Billy Joel's music. Who else does it? Huey Lewis as well does the title track, I think it's called New York City, and introduced me to him, as well as like obviously Back to the Future. Oh, Back to the Future. Yeah, so I remember going to, I think it was, in my brain it was actually the theatre, it wasn't a cinema. I believe it was like a thing that our local theatre was doing where they were showing films on like a Saturday afternoon. That's how my brain recalls it anyway. I'm pretty sure that's what our theatre did for a while. We did have like a local cinema as well, but for some reason I'm pretty sure it was shown at the theatre. I'll have to check that with my mum, just for my own benefit. And if I remember, I'll tell you, because I'm sure you won't be able to sleep at night. But yeah, I just remember it, and again, I love that film, and I've seen it as an adult, and I think it's one of the things that sometimes when you watch something as an adult, it's not as good, is it? Because again, it's that nostalgia thing of seeing it as a child, and you remember such good memories from it. Because as a child, it probably, you know, seems amazing to you, but as an adult, you're just like, this isn't that good. And that's sometimes I think why sometimes you'll show your friend a film, go, oh my god, you've got to watch this film. I watched it as a kid. It's bloody brilliant. And then you're sat watching it, getting a kick out of it, and they're just like, this film is the biggest pile of crap I've ever seen in my life. But yeah, Oliver and Company, it won't give you that vibe. It's a Disney film. It's got the typical Disney stuff. Brilliant songs, brilliant animation, lovely story. It's a bit teary in places. There's a little chihuahua in it that's hilarious. He's kind of stereotypically cast as, he's a Mexican chihuahua, and he's basically fancies like the really posh poodle in the film. And yeah, it's just hilarious. He's always trying to impress her, and it makes me smile thinking of it now. And yeah, but that's the first film I remember going to see at the cinema, and I don't go enough, to be honest, and I think I need to rectify that. But I also, as I've said, kind of hate paying over the odds to go and see a film, like, but you can't beat that cinema experience at the same time, so I'm a bit conflicted, really. Yeah, I need to go to the cinema more. That's it. I need to go to the cinema more. I need just to bite the bullet and go when they've got offers on, or 2-for-1s, or just admit that, you know, that's the sign of the times, and it's days to go to the cinema now. But yeah, you can't be that experience of like that massive screen, and obviously unless you're loaded and you've got your own cinema screen in your house. But yeah, that whole surround sound experience, you know, the theatre, you know, and the excitement of sitting there waiting for the film to start. On the trailers, I kind of go for the trailers a lot now as well, because obviously they make a big thing about see this film and see an exclusive trailer for this film. Like, it's madness. It's kind of sad that they have to do that to get people to go see the films, though, isn't it? Oh, anyway. Right, well, that's my first film that I saw at the cinema, or theatre, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, thank you for listening to Stephen Speak, Extra Speak, and I will speak to you soon. You've been listening to Stephen Speak, Extra Speak. Thanks for listening, and please subscribe.